All right. Hey, everybody. I hope folks can hear me. You know, I am probably not even going to bother with new links. I just posted that I was going to be online a little bit ago. So, um, I'm not going to do my normal, hang on a minute while I'm posting links thing. Tonight, though, been a long day, a busy day of working, which has been really good. But I didn't get a chance to last week do a review or sort of post Carnage report on New York City Comic Con, which is where I was last weekend, or I guess the weekend before. And when I got back, I was just I was wrecked. I was just a total mess, mentally and physically. I was drained, and so I needed to take a couple days off. But this week I'm back, feeling good and ready to just talk a little bit about the show, what my experience there was. Some of you folks might have been there before, some maybe not. So if you've never been, I can kind of give you some insight. If you have been, it'll be interesting to sort of compare notes. It was my first time doing New York City Comic Con. That show is run by Reed Pop, who also puts on C2E2 here and some other shows around the country. So I'm kind of familiar with Reed Pop just from doing some other shows, but I'd never done this one. I believe it's the second largest show in the United States. So it's very well attended, extremely busy show. It's a 4-day show, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and 3 of those days of those 4 days is show floor is 10 to 7 or 10 to 8, I guess technically is when Artist Alley stays open till, which I didn't stay till 8 because geez. So they're long days. They're 10-hour days. So I was pretty wrecked at the end of it. And I think that I was tabling part of the time with my buddy Dereck, who I was staying with, Dereck Jones, awesome artist I mentioned on the stream before. John W. Part-Time Comics, hello, Jeremy Hiler. What's up, man? I have recovered. Yes, I am back with a vengeance. So I also had to hang out, and which was fun, but it really took it out of me, man. And then I got home and I just felt sick, basically, and it took a couple days to sort of recover. And the other thing that's been harder and harder the more shows I do is I miss my family. I miss being here with my kid and my wife, and so that's something I was struggling with while I was at the show. But hopefully, if I did meet any of you there, hopefully I was nice and not too worn out. But it was a very busy show, lots of people, lots of talking, lots of business. So I tabled a little bit with my buddy Dereck Jones, and I'll show you something from Dereck a little bit later. But first I'll go through this pile of stuff that I got from the show. And I'm going to apologize in advance. There's probably a bunch of people that came by to say hi or talk to me, and I maybe am going to forget you while I'm doing this. It was quite a busy show. A lot of people handed me stuff, and if you handed me something, I will at least try to give you a shout out right here and take a look at what you gave me, because I really appreciate it when people share their work with me or come by and say hi. And then later, we are going to work on this Venom that I just kind of barely sketched a minute ago while I was out having drinks with my buddy Dan and Landis, my 2 good friends that I just could not live without them. I love those boys. So we'll work on this Venom after that. And it'll probably be a quick Venom just for fun, because I've had a very busy day inking this thing over here that you are not going to look at right now. But first, let's go through our pile here. So I got a lot of cards. This guy stands out to me, Dio Barrios, because he came by and he wanted me to review his portfolio. And I reviewed quite a few people's portfolios, actually, a bunch of them from Joe Kubert's school, which was cool. That was a school I always wanted to go to when I was a kid, but never had the opportunity, so it was kind of interesting to have some of the students coming by and talking to me. Dio's work was really cool. Really enjoyed looking at it. Dio, thanks for stopping by. If you want to check out Dio's work yourself, looks like he's Demi Uncle on Instagram. So check that out. Where am I going to put this? I'll put it over here. Scooch that. Here we go. Luke Stokes. I don't recall my conversation with Luke. I will have to look him up. Thank you, Luke. McNabb Studios, Design and Color. I believe this person came by and was talking to me about their color work, showing me some samples of their colors, and it was really good stuff. McNabb Studios. I'll have to get in touch with them next time I'm looking for a colorist. Luke Stokes, that's who it was. It was this guy who wrote this comic here. Luke was really nice. Came by and talked. We had a good chat. I remember Luke. Luke was really awesome and was kind enough to hook me up with this little book that they did with Caleb Addy. It's like a samurai piece, and the art is really fantastic. I haven't had a time to give it a complete read-through yet, so I will not comment directly on the writing. But the pacing and everything here is cool. There's some little sketches in the back. So yeah, Luke Stokes came by and chatted. Really nice guy. He's another. He hosts a radio program called Abstract Science for over 25 years, and has done some record company stuff and numerous different live things. And then Caleb Andy, the artist. Pretty cool looking book though. And Luke, really nice talking to you. Hope to see you around at some other shows. Eli is in. Jeremy Hiler and Eli. Let's see. Jeremy, first table at the market, and Dan was signing at the shop for the event. So, you got to talk to Dan. Was that this weekend when he was in Greensboro or somewhere? I think I just saw him, and he said he was in Greensboro. I think at a signing. That's cool. You got to meet him, man. He is a really nice guy, a wonderful person, one of my longtime friends here in the city, and I appreciate him very much. He's been a very good friend to me, and it's nice to have a friend that also does what you do, so you can sort of bounce ideas off of him. And Dan has always been really helpful in helping me improve my work and just talking through ideas. And we all should have a friend like that. This is Ilias. I'm going to say it wrong. I'm sorry. Ilias Kyriazis. I believe I follow this person already, but they came by and gave me some stuff. They had done a pinup for Beef Bros, I believe, and they gave me these awesome stickers, which are pretty rad. It's like a little guy like drawing, and then there's all these people around him, and then this side has kind of a beach scene. So it's cool to meet in real life. That was another. There was a lot of people I met at the show that I'd never met in real life, which was cool. That's always fun, and. So if you were one of those people, thank you so much. Speaking of, the folks, one of the folks from Hops Geek News came by, and they had a really cool YouTube show and excuse me, and podcast kind of about comics and movies and stuff. And I was a guest on their show once, and they were really awesome, really cool hosts. And I sort of just added them to my rotation of things to listen to. So if you haven't listened to Hops Geek News, check them out. And they drink beer and stuff too. Is kind of like they talk about that on the show. So if you're into that, really cool show to watch. But yeah, one of them came by and said hi to me, and it was really awesome meeting them. I'm really flattered that they remembered to come say hi to me. All right. So yeah, Jeremy, you're in Greensboro. Okay, that sounds familiar. Oh yeah, I got that cover out for The Moon Is Following. It's funny, I did the cover and I had no idea what they were going to use it for, like which issue. They didn't know. And then I think when the second printing came up, I think Dan and Riley were just like, oh, perfect. We'll just use it here. And so yeah, the cover came out with some really cool colors by Iñaki. I always say his name wrong too, but Iñaki colored that for me. It's tagged on the one I posted. Really excited about it. The book is great. You guys should be reading it. Exciting news. Nick Forrest, I met you at the show. Thank you so much for coming by, and it meant a lot to me, all the kind words about the commission that I did. It was really an honor, and I'm really flattered when folks have such a reaction. The folks from Nerd Crawler came by. They do like bidding on stuff. I was debating, they were trying to see if I wanted to list some of my work there for like bidding. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I put some work on here to get bid on? Would you bid on it? Let me know. Steve De La Sala, comic book colorist. I remember talking to Steve too and looking at their work for colors. Very good stuff. This is kind of showcasing some flats kind of color style they did on these cartoon things, but some of the other work he showed me was also really rendered and stuff. Another cool colorist to check out if you're looking for a colorist. And then I got this awesome alien sticker. tstout.com it says. I think this person just came by and gave it to me. I don't remember a conversation, but I could be wrong. But it's a little xenomorph sticker. Pretty cool. Crimson and House on Fire, Matt Battaglia, is another person that I don't think I had met in real life. I could be wrong. So I got these books, and I have not read them yet, and so I'm not going to show everything because I'm kind of excited to experience them, but the art in these is super rad, and there's a lot of kind of silent storytelling. So I was really stoked on these. I'm excited to sit down and read them, maybe over my coffee the next week. But a couple different projects that Matt put out, and Matt's work is great. I mean, it's amazing. It's expressive. It's I love the silent storytelling. I like the single color stuff. It's got a lot of freedom to it. I would highly recommend checking these two books out, and thanks for these. I'm excited to read them. And then I had to cop the Jeff Darrow Shaolin Cowboy versus Big Guy. I've probably talked about it before. I've been a big fan of Jeff Darrow for a long time and have a bunch of his books and have had some things signed by him and some limited prints and stuff like that. And he had 2 new books out for the show in limited quantities of this size. The other one was a Kung Fu manual with Shaolin Cowboy, and that one was really cool too. But I knew I would have to go the first day of the show because he was going to run out of these, and he did run out of them. And so I was like, I'm going to go, but I can't buy both because I haven't made any money yet, right? Like, I'm in the hole at this point, right? And so I'm like, okay, I'm only going to buy one. And I get in line with this guy, and this other guy is definitely a collector. He's got tons of work. He's showing me a bunch of stuff. And I guess he had known my work, and so he was trying to convince me. Jeff just had all these pencil drawings out, just like oddly cut up, just random pieces of paper pencil drawings. And when you were buying the book, you could buy a page from the book for $200, or you could get one of these drawings for like anywhere from $100 to $400, depending on the drawing. He was giving them away. I mean, they were so cheap. And the guy was trying to convince me. He was telling me all this. He's like, you got to buy these, man. You got to get these. And I'm like, dude, I could not spend $200 on some Jeff Darrow art right now. So I went with just this book, and honestly, it is really cool. Really quick, see, yeah, Nick Forrest got the Cyclops and Jean. Yes. Thanks, Jeremy. I would love to do an X-Men book. We'll see if Stegman can hook me up. Broke when you start. That's right, Jeremy. Stinker Buns. Hey. Your great-grandmother had Darrow art on her walls. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Darrow has been a big influence on me. I think I discovered his work just through seeing ads for Hard Boiled, and then of course I got really into the Matrix and saw his work on that, and just really loved his stuff. He was kind of like one of those artists that I would see ads for the work, like Big Guy and Rusty and Hard Boiled, but where I lived at that time, we didn't really have a good comic book store anywhere close, and the closest comic book store wouldn't carry stuff like that, and so it was just like this guy. I was like, I gotta see it. I gotta see his work, And so when I finally got to a bigger city and could get work, I just bought tons of Darrow stuff. And I really loved the Shaolin Cowboy when it's coming out. And so I guess he just did this over the course of a month, kind of. He just did these little drawings around his work that he was, whatever the other thing he was working on. Classic Darrow, millions of bullet shells. I love that. I still can't quite do as many as him, but I try to do them my own way. But it's just a cool fight scene, a cool silent fight scene done in the way only Jeff could do it, right? Jeff's a very unique artist, his work is not you can't mistake it really for anybody else. So this is really cool. I was stoked that I got it, and did Jeff not sign it? No, he signed it here for me. 13 of 500, so the edition was 500. His table was slammed the first few days, and then there was nobody there, and I think that's probably because he ran out of books. What did she have? I'm not sure what you mean, Jeremy. Yeah, lots of details in there, Eli. Oh, and then, of course, I got to shout out Weapon Prime. If you guys are not following Weapon Prime on Instagram, the dude makes incredible t-shirt designs, incredible printing. I met him in real life. He came by and said hi. It was so cool to meet him. Thanks for coming by, Weapon Prime. And was kind of just talking about his setup and how, what his life's like. And it was cool to kind of get to know him a little bit because I've been following his prints for a while. And he gave me this cool sticker. So, and it has a promo code for me to use. I guess I shouldn't show that off. All right, last thing I was going to mention. So my friend Dereck Jones was gracious enough to let me stay at his apartment with him and his wife, or fiance, I guess I should say. And they were so gracious and so wonderful and such great hosts. And Dereck also tabled with me at the show for a couple days. He had a little slice of the table. One of the days, my friend Beth Hetland, quick side note, my friend Beth Hetland was tabling with me. Beth had a book come out through Fantagraphics this year, which I think I showed off on an earlier stream, called Tender. And it's an awesome horror, like kind of body horror comic. And it was nominated for a Harvey Award for Book of the Year. So Beth came to town to go to the awards ceremony. I got to go to the awards ceremony too, which was really cool. Got to see all the inductions of Larry Hama and Art Adams and everybody into the Hall of Fame, and see people do their acceptance speeches. It was really cool. Unfortunately, Beth didn't win Book of the Year, but the book is fantastic, and you should still read it. It's called Tender by Beth Hetland, Fantagraphic Books. Fantagraphics is doing a holiday sale right now. So if you go there and you want to buy Tender, it's like 25% off or something. So do yourself a favor. If you like horror and you like just awesome comics, go buy Tender. Then the other recommendation is Dereck, my friend Dereck. The second issue of his comic, Nosebleed, is coming out, I think, this next week from Reptile House Press. And the first issue was awesome. He and I did an art trade, and I got this awesome page, and I got these two awesome drawings from one of the title pages of the book. Look at this stuff, guys. This is so cool. So the plot of this book, Nosebleed, issue 1's already out. Issue 2's coming out next week. Is these kids find out that they kind of have psychic powers, kind of like Akira or Scanners or something, and they get revenge on these bullies that were bullying them and their friends, and then deal with some of the consequences of that and all the superpowers and stuff. But Dereck just draws this gnarly stuff, man. And these are real zip tones on here. They are so cool looking. Man, Dereck has always been good. I've been following his work for years now, like ever since Tumblr. But the stuff he's doing on Nosebleed, I feel like he's really finding his groove, and it feels efficient, and it feels rich, and it feels, the storytelling is great. I really think he's onto something. So if you're not already checking out Nosebleed, go check it out. If you're not convinced by this awesome page, I don't know what to tell you. You don't like comics. So go check out Nosebleed by Dereck Jones from Reptile House Press, I believe they're called. But yeah, we traded. He got a schlub page. He picked a really cool schlub page when Sarah is kind of under the rubble. And I was very honored to trade with him. And then I gave him a Deadpool for this. So it was a good trade. Yeah, and thank you again, Dereck, for having me at your place. All right. Oh, cool. Jeremy has 2 of his shirts. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll draw some Venom here. I've been kind of in the weeds today on some big inks over here. And so I wanted to do something maybe that feels a little quicker and fun to kind of loosen myself back up. I think I was getting a little tight today. I was getting a little in my own head. So we're going to try to do something fun and quick on this Venom. And then I'm going to go take a break because it's been a long day. Yes, Dereck, making dreams happen. Honestly, though, you need to check out Dereck's work. Where are my pens? I had them in the bag. Sorry. My pens are over here because I was drawing at a bar with Dan and Landis, my 2 pals. And so I have everything in my pen case still. I do have a little pen case. I recommend getting one of these if you're an artist, because I always thought it was silly. Dan was the one who always had a big giant pen case with him. And I was like, dude, how many pens do you need? We're just drawing at a bar, But then the more you make art, the more you kind of just, you get used to having all your tools at your disposal. And so it's nice to be able to carry them with you. So I'll just do a quick gear rundown. You guys probably have already seen this, but I use these zebra brush pens. As they start to fail, I kind of put like a tape on them, and I'll have like different levels of failing, and I can use them for like dry brush effects and stuff. Let's turn this light a little bit here. So I got a couple of those, and then this is a Tombow. I used to really love these. I haven't been using them as much. I have a bunch in here, so I should probably get back into them, but they are pretty cool brush pens. They just kind of sometimes feel a little drier than the other ones, but I don't know. Pentel brush pen, of course, and my clicker pencil, clicker eraser, and then some microns, and a Stettler Mars eraser. So put everybody back in their homes here, and we'll get rolling. And then today I was inking with a brush. I was just like, I was on a walk, I was like, I want to ink with a brush today. So I was using this Princeton Aqua Elite Round Zero. And I was doing some really nice stuff with it. It was really fun. I'm not going to use that right now because I don't want to deal with that. All right. Yeah, I think a lot of the folks that use pens a lot will do a similar thing where they'll kind of mark them. Like Landis, who I was just talking about, Landis Blair. He kind of writes on them so he knows like how old they are, I think. And then my friend Rinko, she has like a whole system of rating them with little dots because she kind of gets into the different, she likes the different effects she can get as they kind of age. And I do too. So it's kind of a fun way to get a little more use out of your pen too. We're just going to go at it on this Venom, y'all. I have no idea. I just want to chill and do a quick one that feels fun. So I hope all y'all have been having a good week. The weather's been kind of beautiful here, so I've been spending a lot of time outside. Getting ready for Halloween. I went to a Halloween party. My daughter dressed as an angel. My wife and I were clouds. Halloween's definitely more fun when you have kids, for sure. I like a big old goofy mouth Venom. I know some people don't, but those people are cowards. What else can I say about New York City Comic Con? They did have a creator's green room and a more kind of private bathroom area, which was pretty cool. You don't usually get that at a lot of shows. So that was pretty neat. They communicated really well. You know, they gave us vouchers for some snacks at the snack places, which was really cool. That was actually a lifesaver. Yeah, the actual experience of doing the show, other than the fact that the hours are nuts and it's hard to sell stuff, is, you know, it was very well put together. I was seated next to Tim, geez, I'm forgetting his last name. The guy who did all the covers for the Goosebumps books was my table neighbor. He was the guy next to me, which was pretty interesting. Really nice guy, and of course I've already smudged the drawing, everybody. He was really cool. The only downside to being next to the Goosebumps guy is that he's very busy and everybody likes to stop and look and say, oh, Goosebumps, I remember this. And then they stand in front of my table. They don't buy anything. But that is not Tim's fault at all. Tim was very nice, and it was great talking to him. He has such a knowledge. He's been around so long, and really cool dude. And at one point, R.L. Stein came by the table and was looking for Tim, and he wasn't there. And they're like, do you know where Tim is? I'm like, no. They're like, do you have his number? I'm like, no, I just met this guy. So R.L. Stein basically stood right in front of my table for a long time without buying anything, with his back to the table. But it was funny and cute anyway. They like took a picture together and were like, "What's up, dude? How you been, bro?" R.L. Stein, interesting looking dude. I'm gonna give him a big old honking tongue here. Who else did I talk to? I talked to a bunch of cool people. Oh, I did see that costume, Jeremy. That's really cute, man. Really cool. Peter Hahn was there. I didn't get to talk to him. He did not say my I'm R.L. Stein. He kind of had handlers with him, and they're the ones that kept asking me questions. And I'm like, A, I don't have Tim's number, and B, his phone was sitting on his table. I'm like, he's not going to answer it because his phone's right there. And he is not. But I got to catch up with Sanford Green a little bit, my friend Sanford. It's been nice to get to know Sanford a little bit more. He was slammed, of course. I really wanted to talk to Nick Dragata, but he was just, it was insane over there. I was over there and I was saying hi to Felix and Yams and Lambo, and like they were just like, I was Felix, how's it going, dude? He's like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. People are nuts for Nick's Batman stuff, which is so cool, right? But yeah, so I didn't talk to Nick. I would like to meet him at some point, but I have not had a chance yet. On all accounts, he's a very nice guy, and he is handling it all in stride, like a true professional. So I did talk to Sanford. I talked to my friend Jason Howard. And you know who didn't come talk to me? You know who was at the show that didn't come talk to me? Mr. Ryan Stegman. That's right. Co-creator of the Schlub. Creator of the Schlub, Ryan Stegman. He didn't even take time out of his busy schedule to come say hi to me. Can you believe that? Man, what a jerk. Honestly, though, Ryan was crazy busy too. And he got to go to the Venom premiere and got like pictures with like Tom Hardy and shit, which was pretty cool. Everybody move, Fezzik. Yes, yes. Nick says, it's incredible how many artists I met. We're going to go see X artists over here, and me having no idea they were close friends. Yeah, I mean, we all kind of know each other, for better or worse. Some of us don't want to know the other people. But no, honestly, I saw so many friends. You know, so I saw Jason Howard, my friend Jimmy Kusei. He told me how to say it right, and I'm messing it up again. Jimmy Kusei. It's Kucaj. Jimmy's awesome, and he was there with our other friend Maria Wolf Lopez. If you guys don't know Maria's work, she does a bunch of awesome Marvel covers. Jimmy also does really great work. So they were both there. I got to see them. I didn't get to hang as much as I wanted with them because I was just so out of it. So next time, guys, promise we'll get together. Who else did I say hi to? Oh my gosh, Gavin Smith. It was good to say hi. Oh, Robert Wilson IV, my good buddy Robert Wilson IV. That guy makes amazing kind of mech prints and stuff and comics. He is so cool and so nice. A lot of great folks were at the show. And a lot of fans, a lot of people that have followed my work, and I was just so flattered to meet them, and people that had got commissions from me, or people that bought original art from me. It was really cool. Yeah, Jeremy, Sanford is cool. And Dragata is definitely getting that heat. Sanford was too from that Doom book. Nick says Maria is phenomenal. Yes, she is phenomenal. She's another Chicago artist. And she is just a riot, dude. She is a wild woman. I really like Maria, and I definitely need to go party with her soon. So Maria, if you're listening, we are going to party soon, dude. I'll come down to your spot, or you can come up here. But Maria's cool. I've known her for a while. Met her ages ago. She was tabling next to a friend of mine, Mike Manimivable, and we traded some work way back then. And then she just blew up and has been just the go-to alternate cover person for Marvel and a bunch of other places. So, her work is incredible. I definitely recommend checking out her non-Marvel work too. Just stuff that she's done for herself or for other publishers. I think she's chipping away at a big project, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, dude, Sanford, man. Sanford's just like a cool dude, He's just like a cool old dude, He's like, what's up, man? And like friendly and like nice, the way people used to be. He's just, there's no, like, you're getting Sanford when you talk to Sanford, You're not getting some dude. It's like making up stuff to be acting the part, You're getting Sanford. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool guy. And he's been very encouraging to me, and I really, really appreciate that. He's been a real kind voice in my head, many times. So I'm sure I'm forgetting some other people. I spent a lot of time with Dereck, which was nice because he lived here up until 3 months ago when he moved there, and he had only been here for a few years, and we had just gotten to be good buds, so I was sad to see him go. But him and his lady are doing great there, and he's making great work. So as long as he's making work and he's happy, that's cool. But it was nice to hang out. We talked a lot about, we're both hip-hop guys and metal guys, so we get to talk a lot about metal and hip-hop and stuff we're listening to, which is always fun. She is cool and very nice. She is trying to buy a house, Sneaker Buns. Yes, she was telling me that. Yes, a lot of us are buying art instead of instead of houses. Nick, you are absolutely correct. I mean, I'm just trying to pay rent, y'all, and make some cool stuff for folks to jive with. That's the goal right now. Raise a happy kid, eat some good food here and there. What more could you ask for? But it's hard sometimes. Well, I think we're going to close this up with black, I think. And just make that a nice big shape there. I'm trying to, I've said this before, I really need to get better about just getting some big shapes of white and black in the drawing, always. It's never a bad thing. It's like always a good thing. So yeah, it was fun. We can keep doing this for a minute here. Get this going here. Ooh. Deuce. So I was talking to Dereck. He live streams too. His streams are great. I can't remember what day he's on, but if you check out Dereck Jones on YouTube, you'll find him. And I was saying sometimes I don't stream because I'm just like, I can't talk anymore. I've had a busy day or whatever. And he was saying sometimes he does streams that are just, no audio streams, like no talking. I can't remember what word he used for it. And it's just him drawing. And people can still log on and chat, but like he doesn't talk. And I was like, that might be cool. I don't know. Is that something you guys would like jive with? Just, ASMR of the drawing happening, or You know, some background music or something, or is that lame? I don't know. Because, you know, I might stream more if I didn't have to, you know, sometimes I feel the need to give some other value here than just the art. That would be, I could actually work on pages on a stream if I wasn't talking, probably. Because I focus a little harder on that. Alright, let's see if we can make this work. I'm a little in the weeds here, but give him his spider here. Maybe that'll help. I like Venom. I like drawing Venom. I don't really know much about Venom, other than like some old comics. Okay, how do I want to handle this? Okay, we're just gonna keep it shapy down here. There's his arm. We'll see what I end up doing over there. We're gonna erase here in a second and see if that's actually gonna work or not. Just got to be good enough for me tonight. No clients right now, so. Alright, we're going to use some whiteout on this, so don't panic. Alright, let's catch up with the chat here while I let this dry, and then I'll erase it too soon so that we get some nice streaking marks. New York City Comic Con, Nick. Oh, wait, here we go. I missed some stuff here. Thanks, Nick. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like that commission. This Venom is insane. I'm really liking how the jaw looks. Thanks, Eli. Nick says New York City was 4 big commissions. Yours, Belen Ortega, Jay Lee, and John Cassara. Dude, you got a Jay Lee? I can't believe I'm on the list with Jay Lee. That's flattering. Jay Lee is a huge influence on my stuff, and I've loved his work since Namor, man, back in the day. And then I loved his series Hellshock, and then his covers now are incredible. Drawing with the squad is always better, Eli says. Yeah, draw a sesh. Danny Ward Johnson has streamed without audio, and it was fantastic. Okay, cool. I didn't know Dan did that too. You can do both. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll do both. Awesome. Cool. Well, maybe next time I'm not feeling like talking, I'll just hop on and we'll draw. You know, we'll all draw. I think I might not actually keep his spider on him there because I didn't really get it over here. So we'll see. We'll see. We're going to erase it first, but it's still way too wet. Let me get this paper towel. Let's see if we can soak some of that up. I was watching this French artist that showed me this, and I was like, oh, yeah, I could just do that. Because he was inking with like a nib or something, and that takes forever to dry. This is not doing the trick, though. I need a napkin or a tissue. Honestly, some smudging might be cool on this one. So, I mean, there's already a few smudges. Let's just do that first. Let's just see what happens. All right. Gotta drink some water. Okay. Where's my... There he is. Okay. This is funny. This is a funny one. I like this. This one's making me laugh. Alright, we're gonna nix that. We're gonna nix that so that we can have some other toys like Drool without losing it here. So we'll just pretend that the symbiote suit doesn't have the spider on it right now. Okay? I know, blasphemy, right? But it's almost like I don't really care. I just want it to look cool. Yeah. What am I doing here? Okay, we're about where we want to get some white on here, I think. Maybe just a little bit more. Something here. All right. This doesn't work. All right, so I think I gotta work a little bit of white in here. And this needs to be something. Look at this big goober. Look at this big goober. Okay. And of course, where's my water cup here? So, I'm gonna get the old Pro White out. Another tool I have a hard time not having with me. This one's been kind of crumbly though on the edge here. Oh. All right, Manny, those teeth are killer. Yes, thank you. Oh, sorry. Movie version. Manny, I think you were at that thing too, huh? You guys were all there with Dan's signing. Hydration and posture check. Thanks, Nick. Oh, yeah, I got crunched up there for a second. All right. See where this this Pro White takes us here. I think we can do some stuff. Some veins on his neck over here. Oh, and you know we're going to put some tones on this. You know it. All right. Shaping up, shaping up. Still want to keep it kind of loose though, so I don't want to overdo it here. Yeah, there we go. I need like a big long goober over there. Yeah, that's crazy, right? What the heck am I doing here? Look at this nutcase. Oh yeah, that's the Venom I like. Yeah, we can roll with that. We can roll with that. Gwildor. The tones. Yeah, I love Gwildor. I like the Masters of the Universe, the movie. I know it gets a bad rap, but that was cool when I was a kid. I was sort of like, this isn't the cartoon, but then kind of was cooler than the cartoon in some ways, right? I mean, in a lot of ways it wasn't. But like, it was Dolph Lundgren, man. It's like a real dude, and he's like sword fighting and Skeletor, like looked all cool and crazy, not like not like a cartoon. Anyway, we don't have to talk about that. All right, a little more, some details, and then put some zips on this. So I think I just want to do some little cleanups here, maybe some little. All right. Look at that. That's how we like it. That's the way we like it. All right, something. There's need something up here. It's not working yet. What is it? Is it just that? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's fine. Alright, here we are. I think we're ready for some tones. Yeah. I lied. I just want a little more something right there. Okay. Tones. We're going to get some nice dark tones here. What do I got? Is this big enough? No. No. It is not. We can just do solid or nope. There you go. That'll do it. We'll do this one. What do you say? All right. Nick loves that movie too. Love it, dude. Yeah, that is a good one, man. But yes, a lot of that's nostalgia. But I mean, what do you want a HeMan movie to be like, right? Like, I don't want it to look like the cartoon, not a live action one. You know, I want it to look, you know, cool. All right. All right. Dude, Jeremy Hiler, Frank Langella is the best as Skeletor. He saves the movie, honestly. He's just like a total boss in that. Yeah, Jeremy, I think I heard that story too. I saw him in that Canon Films documentary, which was pretty good. All right, we're closing in here, folks. All right, let's get these eyeballs in here. I am trying to get my posture a little better. I've been working out again, so that's good. Well, where's that piece of paper? There it is. Sometimes I hate reaching out of the trash can because these things don't like to come off my fingers. They just like stick on them. All right. Electric Boogaloo, you got it. You got it. You got it. I think they did a documentary too about themselves called, or they produced it, called The Go-Go Boys, but I haven't seen that one. I want to though. Canon Films, man, that's like my childhood and my name's. So I love it. It's very satisfying to work with this stuff. I was talking to Matt. Oh, that's the other guy I saw, Matt Bors, who's writing the Toxic Avenger comics right now. Matt was showing me some stuff he was working on that had some zips on it. He was saying, yeah, it's almost sexual to use it. It's like, it really is kind of just a fun tool to work with. And yeah, the zips are just kind of like this thing that feels like cheating sometimes, because they do help give things some life, but it's not cheating. You know, there's bad ways to use them too. Right here, Bloodsport. Yeah, Bloodsport's a classic. Love me some Bloodsport. Okay, so do I want to do this just by scratching it off, or do I want the tongue to have its own tone color? That would take some precision, but I haven't been super happy with my scratching lately. Yeah, just a little bit of that. Yeah. I might give the tongue its own color. You're gonna hate me, but I just think it could work. I could be wrong. This could be a waste of my time, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna go ahead and take these gums with us. So, oh boy, big moves. We're making big moves. Watch, all this whiteout's going to peel right off of it. End of stream. That's okay. Gives it a little more texture, a little more life. But yes, I forgot about the whiteout. The Pro White is sometimes sticks to this a little more than the than the paper does. So. So we got some ugly gums there now, but we'll fix them up. We'll fix them up. You should get some, dude. Get some zips. They're fun. Just buy a bunch. Have fun with them. Deleter.jp.co, I believe. Yeah, man. They're super fun. And it seems expensive, and you'll probably get hooked on them, but if you can make cool stuff, does it really matter? Right? It's just art supplies. Of all the art, trust me, I used to work at art school. Of all the professions that are art professions, comics probably has the cheapest budget for the creator. And so sometimes it's okay to try some different things and to really branch out with your tool set. I try to force myself to do it more and more because it's always good. It always ends well. Okay, trust me, this is really gonna work. This is really gonna work, guys, I promise. So we're gonna use this light zip. And you could be silly like me and waste a bunch by not knowing what you're doing when you're working on it. Practice makes perfect. Cheaper than film equipment for sure, man. I used to do filmmaking. It's no joke. Like, even in the age of video, it is no joke. Film is, moving images are very expensive if you want to do anything that has any sort of production value to it. Sorry guys, I got a little detail. Stop it. This little detail I'm trying to cut out here. There we go. His teeth out here again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the jackpot right there. The details, I just need a little closer look, y'all, so you're just seeing my head right now. I apologize. Oh boy, there we go. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this has got to go. All the way. All right. I keep looking for my trash can. Film school and law school is what you chose, and you're an attorney. Yeah, Nick, I get a little cavalier sometimes. I always say one of these days people are going to see me chop something off on accident. But so far I've been lucky. So I've seen some horrible, horrible, horrible cuts though in my day. I'm going to have to burnish this down when I'm done here. But I think it's turning out to be a good gamble. I'm into it. I think, yeah. I think this is going to work. Darn you. See, I didn't get it down far enough yet. There we go. Almost. All right. Come on now. There we go. See? See? Now, isn't that nice? All right. Rolling folder. All right. Now, let's scratch away. Everybody's favorite time, scratch time. Highlight these spittles here. See, I still got zip tone stuck on my fingers. Gotta give this tongue a little bit of form here. Mm-hmm. All right, we're getting there. I'm just kind of scratching fast and loose here. I'm kind of liking this scratchy look I got going on this, so I'm just going to lean into it. I'm going to let that tongue play there, you know? Yeah. That's good. Okay, so now we're going to make this hand hopefully not look as terrible as it does. There we go. What do we think of that? Does that look like a Venom? I think it does. Some of these veins over here a little bit. I kind of like the vein game. There he is. Venom. Nick says this Venom is awesome. Jeremy says it's awesome. Awesome. I'm glad we all think it's awesome. That makes me feel good. Now we need to put the old signature on here. It must be awesome. Let's do it right here. TC, that's me. The year of our Lord, 2024. Hey guys, good to be back. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you everybody. If you have not liked and subscribed already, do that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, like the video, hit the bell, do all that stuff. It really does help me. You guys have no idea how much this channel has, even just a little bit I do here, has helped me get eyes on the work and eyes on other people's work too. So let's keep spreading the love. Let's make it so everybody can find cool work and tune in for the streams. I might throw this up on the web store later. We'll see. But I enjoy all the great interactions and hope you guys all have a great night.